All right, so the three of us teach Scrum. We use Scrum. I think we think it's a pretty good framework. Otherwise, we've made some terrible life choices. But I think all three of us would agree that it's not like the end all be all. It's not the perfect framework for every situation. So what do you guys think? Are there any common limitations or gaps that that Scrum doesn't fulfill or Scrum doesn't solve?
Yeah, there's a lot of gaps. I mean, there's a lot of things that Scrum does not have an answer to, and the one I'll start with is org structure. Scrum does not tell you, contrary to popular belief, that you eliminate all the managers, you fire all the project managers, you blow up your entire org structure. Scrum is just a framework. It puts you together in such a way to promote success, delivering increments every sprint and accomplishing sprint goals and product goals. It doesn't tell you how to do it. It doesn't tell you how you should organize your company or what roles you should have defined in HR. So that's a really, really big one, and a lot of people struggle to figure that one out on their own. As they start to use Scrum, they start to realize that, hey, how does our org structure work, since it's either for or against the way Scrum operates out of the box?
Okay, I'm going to toss into the mix on this one too. Just a general sense of self-management. Scrum thrives with self-management. I would say another limitation or gap, and it's not Scrum's fault necessarily, but when you have teams that are very new to product development, maybe they don't have a whole lot of autonomy or practice, figuring out their own way. They're used to getting instructions. Maybe that's kind of baked into their education and how to learn. And so they're thrown into a product environment in which self-management is the key, in which they organize around goals, and they may have a difficult time doing that. Scrum doesn't really communicate how to mature a team from 0 to fully mature with done increments every single sprint. So it won't tell you how to grow. It won't tell you how to mature. It just gives you space in which to do so, but it's up to the team to do that. So I think self-management, it's the key, but it sometimes is the gap for a lot of teams getting started.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I sometimes talk about Scrum. I mean, we all talk about Scrum as a framework, and sometimes I use a visual analogy for that. I did a DIY project in my house not that long ago, and I built a bathroom, or rather, my father-in-law let me help him build a bathroom in my basement. And early on in the construction, it was just framing walls, right? 2x4 studs, lots of gaps between those studs. That's how I picture Scrum. Like, it's not a fully fleshed out room. It's just the framework for the room. And you got to fill in the pieces. You got to choose tile or drywall or, whatever to fill out that analogy. So there's a lot of things that Scrum doesn't bring to the table. Like you said, maturing a team. Conflict resolution comes to mind for me. Like, there's a lot of techniques that I've drawn on to navigate conflict within a team that Scrum doesn't, I can't look up on page 9 of the Scrum guide and say, oh, this is how you navigate when a team isn't working well together. You got to augment the framework with those types of techniques that, frankly, are true whether you're using Scrum or not. But if you're looking for Scrum to be the end-all, be-all solution for all your team's problems, I think you're misunderstanding what Scrum is. It's not trying to be that.
Yeah, and just get some last thoughts on that. I mean, if you are out there and you are trying to use Scrum and you are having some of these problems, there's lots of good books. And if you keep the spirit of Scrum alive and intact, and you think about the 5 values and you think about empiricism, choose the books that support those ideas. So, yeah, that's that.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. Did you like what you heard? If so, you're going to love our Scrum classes. See, not only do we talk about these ideas on YouTube, we're also professional Scrum trainers, and we'd love to have you in one of our classes. So if you need to level up as a Scrum Master or a product owner, maybe you need to learn how to scale Scrum or combine Kanban or UX with Scrum, click the link in our description and you'll find a list of our upcoming classes.
If this is your first time to our channel and you're interested in growing in your agility and understanding things like Scrum and other agile topics, then be sure to get started by subscribing right now and hit that alert button. I don't want you to miss a thing.